We talking about the Brahmin and Jewish Illuminati connection. It's a connection there. See, it's a connection there that I'm just and you know when it be times when I get on a subject and I catch fire, you know, meaning I see a door that I didn't see. And once I, you know, when I do research, I don't give a goddamn what I started my research on. You see, I started my research on Kamala Harris. And really what I went to her grandfather. My doorway was her grandfather. I say, because the general been studying the Naga Kushites now over 20 years. Okay, so I know what I know. You ain't gonna fool me at all. Don't even try. So I understand the power of the caste system in India, in that whole area. And it's over 2,000 years old. I say, well, let me check into her grandfather. Let me see what his religion was. Because, I mean, I can understand what a Hindu. I just want to know his background. And it popped up that he was a Brahmin. Okay? You know, and, you know, being a Brahmin is equivalent to being like a cardinal of the Catholic Church. You see what I'm saying? They cardinals of the Catholic Church. You know, they the highest rank. You see, they the highest rank that you could be. And so this is godly ordained. And so I know how they treat. And why was I looking to do the research into her grandfather? Because I know the races. And you could go all over the internet. You know, you can go, if any of you niggas feel that is not, you know, because you niggas turn a blind eye to everything. You see what I'm saying? To a motherfucker blind eye you. You just, oh, I don't want to look at it. You niggas be see, you know, that's why I continue to show you these things. I want y'all to have a broader context than just the shit that they talking about. Because this shit matters. Okay? And I'm gonna show you how it matters. So I want to, because I know how they treat black people. And I know there's a difference between Dalits and blacks in America, but there's Kushites there too. Okay? So it's not just, you know, we're not just talking about, you know, Dalits. We talking about Kushites is there too, that they don't talk about. Those are our people. You see what I'm saying? And so I know how they treat him. So if he's a Brahmin, then I know, because they believe in that caste system. They don't come outside of that caste system at all. And even though India is professing to, you know, they call themselves, you know, where they becoming more neutralized in practicing the caste system. They still fear them Brahmins because they almost like a goddamn mafia. You see what I'm saying? And so they don't want no problems with them. So even though they put a law on the books, they won't enforce the goddamn law. So where they say anybody can become a priest and shit, yeah, that shit got shut down. Even though it's on the books. I got videos where, you know, some of the priests is saying, yeah, I got in, but I'm like the only motherfucker that they let, you know, and they don't really want, but, you know, the few that came through when they first passed the law, you know, you got a couple that came through that wasn't really Brahmins. They came from a different caste, but they shut that shit down. You see what I'm saying? They shut that shit down, so they don't recognize officially anybody that's not from that caste system. The Brahmin, they don't accept them as priests. They don't accept them. So see how they manhandle the concept of the deity. And then, so since they speak for the deity, they say that the Brahmins, you know, coming from this, and when you look at the Brahmin, And I understand the Kushite. Understand that the Brahmin is some mutanoid deity. He wasn't, this wasn't the Naga Buddha. No, this wasn't the Naga Sambo. You see, Sambo Deja, the woolly head, that's the original. You see? And so these is the usurpers. I had to just come straight 100. You understand? Come 1,000 on you. You feel what I'm saying? That these is the usurpers. These not the original Naga Buddhas, the Naga Sambos. And we know Sambo was one of the early names of the Buddha. Okay, what I'm saying? So now these is the understand that. Now they at the top. They at the top and they regulate the bottom. So understanding that her grandfather is a Brahmin. I would like, we know what she was taught. Now she say she black. She say she black. She say she black. Now I would like to know what her understanding of that term black is. Because her grandfather being a Brahmin and how the Brahmins hold that caste system over there, the most racist goddamn oldest caste system on the planet. So we don't want people to act like this is some, this motherfucking caste system been practiced 2,000 years continuously. Oldest caste system on the planet. You understand what I'm saying? India is ranked as the most racist nation on the planet. And some of the top, in that top 5 is closely related to India. So wherever the fuck they go, they take that caste system with them. Okay? Now, outside, because, Kamala Harris, she done got in a position of power. And so usually, if even if one of your half-breeds making it into power, you see, you want a favor. So they'll give us some respect. They'll give us some respect until she turn around and say something against that system. And she did that. She said something against that system over there, and they told her to shut the fuck up. That's what they told her. She was vice president at that time. They respect her, come over there and, they go through the little parade shit, but you're not gonna change this. Okay? So they told her whatever whatever ideals that she had for India, they told her to take that shit to America. Go work on America. Don't bring that over here. That's exactly what they told her. So you don't even really hear her say anything about India. You see what I'm saying? She say this, that, and the third, but she not getting the respect. They talk about Donald Trump when you talk about Modi, who is I guess he's the president of India. He more closer to Donald Trump than he is to Kamala Harris. You see what I'm saying? But that still, but that just shows you how they all intertwine, and they have to appease that Indian mafia. They do, which you got a lot of them Brahmins at the top, and you come over here and you see that they have taken over high positions in economic, in politics, and everything. People ain't even paying no attention. Even the motherfucker that ran on the Republican side, Vivek Ramaswamy, he's also a Brahmin. Now you got different Brahmins. He's a Tamil Brahmin, just like Kamala Harris. They come from the same goddamn region. And not only, it was another, the guy that's the head of Google, Brahmin, and I believe he was a Tamil Brahmin. So not only being Brahmin, you even within that caste system of Brahmin, it's a hierarchy. You see what I'm saying? It's even a hierarchy within that. So they, everywhere you go and everywhere you turn, they got some form of a caste system. They got so many different classes over there. It's fucking ridiculous. But you know, this one right here is there's a close relationship between the Brahmins.
Every match in Squad Busters has one big objective: to get as many gems as possible before time.
You know, when you look at the Hindu caste system, that's why they relate. And I believe a lot of people, you know, I believe that because listen to me. Now rock with me, and if I'm lying, I'm goddamn dying. Okay, now rock with me now. Yeah. Rock with me. Now go back to the one where I talked about when I got on the Jews and the Gypsy. I got that on this channel right here, and I showed where the Gypsies and the Jews were closely related. Listen to me. See my mind clicking now. I'm putting this shit together for you live, so you know I know what the fuck I know. Remember I did the video showing how the Jews and the Gypsies was closely related, because during the time of World War II, when Hitler was doing his thing on them, he not only exterminated Jews, he also exterminated Gypsies and blacks. But I want y'all to focus on that Gypsy and the Jew connection, because the Gypsies come out of India. They come out of India. And when you look at the occult background of the Gypsy, and then you look at the occult, the Kabbalah, and see, this is what they had from the beginning. I don't want y'all to get confused. When y'all get to getting that Torah, the Old Testament, and even the Talmud, they had that Kabbalah first. That's what they was into. Yeah, they was into that occultism, that mysticism, and all that shit. And so the Gypsy and the goddamn Jew is so closely interwoven and interconnected. And could this be one of the reasons where you get Brahmin and then you got Abraham? You see, Abram. You see, you know, Abraham. Now, I got to make sure I got that spelling right there. But Abraham and Brahmin, a lot of people look into that similar connection in the spelling. You feel me? That very... And again, when I look and, you know, and I listen to how racist the Torah, not the Torah too, but the Talmud is when it discuss other people outside of the Jewish faith. You see, calling them goyim, and you know what I'm saying? Meaning you ain't even got a soul. You less than nothing. You don't even have a soul. In the Talmud, when they speak about, call them cattle, talked about black people like a dog, saying you know, you ain't, it's nothing that you got to respect about them. If you they say if you steal from a goddamn goyim and you give it back, you could be charged. Do you hear me? If you take something from a goyim, we talking about Jew, and you give it back, you could be charged for giving it back, not taking it, giving it back. So when you look how vicious it is, and you look at the caste system, the Hindu caste system, I believe they manifested from the same origin. They manifested out of that same origin. And a lot of the traditions of them Gypsies are some of, you know, And I don't believe that the gypsies were higher ups. I don't know that. But understandably, you know, the hierarchy of the Brahmin, the hierarchy, the Jews, they are interwoven, that they are marrying in that elite bloodline. You see, they're marrying in that elite bloodline, because when you look at Donald Trump, his, you know, and you look at how his daughter married Kushner, you see, married Kushner, and how, you know, Donald Trump officially recognized Jerusalem, set up the United States embassy in Jerusalem. You know, Donald going on over there to the wall, and you know, but at the same time, how when he went to India, because you know he got money over there. You know, he ain't just a motherfucker running. He got more. They respect Donald Trump more than Kamala, because he got paper over there. I seen the shit. You know, he already got, you know, investments in buildings and shit. He got whole areas that he been building up over there. You know, and so when Marty and they was, you know, they was buddy. They was almost like brother. They shit, when Kamala came over, that was one thing. But when goddamn Donald Trump came over there, they had parades. You say gypsies are standing. No, gypsies come out of India. They come out of India. Scandinavian, no, they might have went into Scandinavia, but their origin is out of India. You see what I'm saying? They were out of India because, you know, the reason why they referred to them as gyp, because the gyp is supposed to be Egypt. They were not from Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? But some of them ended up in that area because they had wandered away from India. And some of them, you know, were darker and they looked like some of the Arabs and shit. And so they referred to them as gypsies, but they were not aboriginal to Egypt. Now, some of them have migrated up into the other areas, and over a course, however long that they done been up there, they probably didn't intermingle with, you know, with the Europeans, the paler Europeans. You see what I'm saying? And so they didn't some of them look a lot paler today. But the original gypsies came out of India, and they went north. They went west towards Africa. They went north up into, yeah, they are Caucasian, no doubt about it. You see, but some are darker. That's just what it is. Some are darker, but they ain't nothing but dark-skinned Caucasians. That's all they is. That's what they say it themselves. When they go fill it out, that's what they say. You know what I'm saying? They don't, you know, so it is what it is. You see, it is what it is, but we dealing with it from the origin of where they came from. Yeah, it is India, but they migrated. So you got a lot of them that's up like in Romania. A lot of them is up in that Scandinavia area. They done migrated up there. Yeah, they up there. You right. They up there. You got Scandinavian gypsies. You got yeah. So yeah. And you got some that darker, but that just it don't make no difference. Now, goddamn it, don't make no, it's the same tree. Don't get me to, you know, it's the same tree. You know what I'm saying? Believe that. It's the same tree. You just got a branch over here, branch over there. But it's the same tree. All the branches are connected to, you know, the same root. Okay? The trunk. The trunk of the tree. Yeah. Believe that. You already know. You already know. And I see some people say exile, and they very well could have been. And I believe a lot of them fled up out of there when them them damn Muslims hit that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that when the Mongols and the Mongols hit that motherfucker, a lot of them took flight then, and so that's when they got the fuck up out of there. You see what I'm saying? And some of them started moving in any direction in which they, yeah, that's right. Person of color, that don't mean shit. You see what I'm saying? That shit don't mean shit. That's why you got to, you know, when you say black, you got to identify with Africa and black, but you got to be very strong in your, you know, explaining what that means. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I mean, that you got to be, we got to be strong today. We are that. We everything that everybody want to be and can't be. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, they wanted like a motherfucker. They ain't had nowhere to go. Yeah, they them motherfuckers all over the place now. They all in they flip. You know what I'm saying? They were looked down on, so that's why they had to keep moving. You know. And now when you get up off of this motherfucker, go watch and go do some research. See, I give you the essence and shit, and go do your own. I guarantee you